things never stop happening to them. So I want us to go into our scriptures today. I'm going to make this very short and explain it so that way it doesn't take too long, but you can go read. And our scripture reading is coming from 2 Samuel chapter 11, right? So this story is about King David. King David was a man after God's heart, right? He was a man that was the least in his family, but God anointed him as king, right? Okay, God removed his predecessors, Saul, and also put him in a place of power, right? But a certain time came where David became very powerful, right? And one day, kings were supposed to go to war. He decides, no, I'm staying home, right? So he stays home. Upon staying home, he got up one day and went on his roof to view his city, all right? And then he saw a beautiful woman taking a shower by the name of Bathsheba, okay? And when he seen this beautiful woman taking a shower, he decides, I want that one for myself. So he sends for her, and the servant that went to find the woman told him, this woman is off limits. She is the daughter of Eliam, the wife of your servant Uriah. But he didn't care who she was. All he knew, he wanted to sleep with this woman. And he went ahead and slept with her, right? Upon sleeping with her, she sent him a word. And the word said, I'm pregnant, all right? She was pregnant for him. And the moment he found out she was pregnant, he plotted against her husband, which is his servant, Uriah, right? So he decides to send a letter by Uriah, meaning giving the man his own death certificate, and sent it to the commander in the army and said, put Uriah in a fierce fight where he can get struck and killed, right? So David had Uriah killed because he slept with his wife and got her pregnant, and he wanted to cover the pregnancy. But the thing he did in secret, God saw, all right? So what have you done to upset God that he's bringing judgment upon you? Let's continue to read 2 Samuel chapter 12. So now we see that what David did displeased the Lord, right? So then God sent him a prophet, all right? Yes. God sent him a prophet, and the prophet said to David, this is what the Lord said, all right? This is what the Lord said, the God of Israel. I anointed you king of Israel, and I deliver you from the hand of your predecessor, Saul. I give you your master's house and your master's wife into your arms. I give you all Israel and Judah. And if all this had been too little, I would have given you even more, right? Why did you despise the word of the Lord by doing this evil in his eyes? You struck down Uriah and took his wife as your own. You killed him with the sword of the Ammonites. Now, therefore, the sword will not depart from your house, right? Because you despised me and took the wife of Uriah to be your own. This is the word of the Lord. Out of your own house, I will bring calamity on you. Before your very eyes, I will take your wives and give them to the ones close to you. He will sleep with your wife in broad daylight. Broad daylight. You did it in secret, but I, the Lord, will do this thing in public. Broad daylight. All before Israel. All right. And then Nathan said to David, and then David said to Nathan, I have sinned against the Lord. Nathan replied, the Lord has taken away your sin. You're not going to die. But by doing this evil, you have shown utter contempt for the Lord. The son born to you will die. Okay, so the baby David had with Bathsheba, the wife of the man he killed, ended up dying. All right, that's the first death. Okay, he got into a covenant with the spirit of death the moment he killed Uriah the Hittite. All right, so when I titled this message, what have you done? David killed somebody to marry their wife, and now the child they had together, him and the woman, now God killed that child. All right. Okay, on the seventh day, the child died. Okay, so David got up, he cleaned up himself and went and was minding his business. Okay, so David thought it was over. All right, so let me give us more details on this matter. So David thought it was over after the child died. Then he had another baby. Okay, and that baby was Solomon, but God kept that one because God loved him. But before Solomon came, his children started sleeping with each other, right? So the spirit of immorality took place in his house. His daughters started sleeping with his sons, and his sons started sleeping with their daughters, and his sons started murdering. So what have you done? Okay, what have you done to start reaping evil in your life? Okay, David did evil. He slept with his servant's wife and got her pregnant, and then ordered for the servant to get killed, and that opened the door for judgment to fall upon his house. If you read in chapter 12, 2 Samuel chapter 12, that's when the curse started upon his house. And if you keep going on chapter 13 and 14, we see the kids, the son they had together died, and also the children David had started sleeping with each other. So it opened the door for immorality, right? And then his son Absalom, as you keep reading, you will see that his son also started sleeping with his wives. Yes. So the prophecy took place. So everything that David did to Uriah ended up happening to him. And this is the word of the Lord. You can go and read it. So let's just watch our life. If you're doing evil to people, just know that God has that same evil waiting for you. And sometimes your evil experience might be even worse than the people you attack, than the thing you did, because God will make it follow you from not just your children, but to the next generation, right? So some of the actions we take today is affecting not just us, but the children after us. Your children will have those issues. So what have you done? Could it be that the situation you were in started based on something you did to somebody? Could it be you lied on somebody? Could it be you stole something from somebody? Could it be you took somebody's wife? Could it be you took somebody's husband? David took somebody's wife and killed the person. And that's why God allowed the sword to fall upon his house. The baby they had together ended up dying, all right? And his children started sleeping with each other. So what have you done to be having the issues you're having? Are you having health issues because you did something to somebody? Are you having financial issues because you stole money from somebody? You betrayed somebody? Are you having issues in life because of how you treat people? Be careful how you treat people, because everything a man soweth, that he shall reap. So have a great day. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next message. What have you done? Could it be you have done something? That's why you're reaping what you have sown.